Welcome back to Reptiles and Research. Now we're currently walking up in this video, and you are too, to this incredible North African desert house at Marwell Zoo in Hampshire, England. Now Marwell, they are really pushing the bar when it comes to reptile housing. Now I wanted to film us walking up to it so you could experience the scale of it from the outside as well. So you can see how big this greenhouse is. Now, if anyone watching has been to Marwell before, that's the old tropical house where you would go in and you'd go left and it'd be like the crocodile and it'd be a little bridge and you go around a loop and there's like piranha at the back. It's that old one. So it's been completely redone for this North African exhibit. So in here they got Egyptian Uromastyx, Sudan plated lizards, and then the stellar agamids, and they've got rock hyrax and a desert toad. But look at that. Look at that. Have you ever seen something of this order of magnitude? Honestly, like, I had a tear in my eye whilst I was looking at this. I was like, this is the best thing I have ever seen. Like, this is just herping at this point. So that's a Sudan plated lizard right there, basking under the sun. Obviously, they've changed like the panels so they're UV transmitting as well. So it's literally like that myriad of different like basking spots, like in crevices, out crevices. So those pair are actually like tongue flicking and like communicating with each other and stuff as well. Just completely just natural behaviours is incredible. There's obviously the moat at the front is what keeps them from crossing and leaving. But you could often see like the stellar agama like signalling and like doing the push-ups and the head nodding on like sentry points as well, the males. So we're zooming on here on an Egyptian Uromastyx. Now that guy, we were actually, before we started filming, we were watching him and he was literally picking and eating flowers off that bush behind him. We actually went back and were like, have to film it. So we literally came back at the end of the day to film it after like being like amazed by it. And I was like, have to film this. It's just incredible. We went to the end of the zoo and we were sat there outside the gift shop like, is there anything we want to see again before we leave? And all of us turned to each other and were like, North African house. Like, it's so good. It's 10 out of 10, the best reptile enclosure I've ever seen in my life. And it's probably the best enclosure I will ever see for the rest of my life. Like, that's, on a scale, it's incredible. Like, I could have sat there all day long. Incredible. And even the basking spots were top of the line, as well as it being a greenhouse and having basking spots from the sun. You can see there's also like loads of burrows that are dug into the ground. There's like a half like pipe thing going in, and we actually saw like an Egyptian Uromastyx come out and just sit at the precipice of the burrow and just sit there and bask. And when it was done, it just came out, did a like U-turn and went back in again. I was like, how pure is that moment? How pure is it you're seeing these really natural behaviours? Like, I cannot express how jaw-dropping this experience was. Like, it's almost like magical in there.
Does the Stella come out again?
Yes, I'm actually using my girlfriend's head as a tripod in this video. You can see at the back, there's a stellar agama up on the back wall, right at the back, and he was sat there like posturing and like communicating and signalling to the other agamas in the enclosure. And like, how much better does it get?
I don't know if I can
like,
zoom in that far.
Obviously they know they're in captivity because they know there's boundaries, but how close to the wild can you get? And I would say it's getting pretty close. Incredible. This is basically a video of me just gushing over this enclosure because the outlandish, ridiculous dreams and visions I have in my head are like, well, if I was a millionaire, billionaire, this is what I would do. And they've gone and done something that was like up here. Like, it's just out of this world incredible. So they've got the big infrared space heaters directed underneath the big like horticultural units with like all the UV lights in. So it's just this big prime basking spot that's incredible. I've never experienced anything like this. And I really hope I do again. It's that good. Thank you to Ashley and Heidi from the Exotics of the World Reptile Shop in Grimsby for coming down and visiting us. What a day out, eh? What a day. Absolutely incredible. I cannot express. It has to be the best Uromastyx enclosure in the world. Unless there's something better, someone please tell me, because whew. If you like seeing these types of things and you like seeing pushing for the best, then this is the channel to subscribe to, and I'll see you in the next video.